lucky enough to go and meet with some tribal elders in northern KZN. What's happened there is a whole group of people have been given land to farm on, and this was a getting together of those people. But what really astounded me was just in my general conversation with these wonderful, wonderful people, was the fact that actually we come from incredibly, incredibly diverse backgrounds. For the main part, they were rural people, a different educational background, different languages, different skin tones, all of that sort of thing. I mean, everything about them was polar opposite to who I am. And just in our conversation, in our discussions that we had, I realized that we all have the same goals pretty much in South Africa. What do we want? You know, we want freedom, security, we want a roof over our heads, we want to better ourselves, we want to have jobs, we want to make life better for our children. And just in this discussion or these discussions I was having this weekend, it was amazing how intensely the same things were. Just after that meeting, I went into Newcastle and met up with a coloured family. And we had the same sort of discussions that we'd been having with this black community. And again, it was brought home to me, why is it that what is it that we're all looking for? And we're looking very much for the same sort of things. But to get back to diversity, what is diversity? I think if we look at it properly, we have to understand that we all do come from very, very different experiences, backgrounds, etc. in this country. And we are a melting pot of so many cultures and understandings, and how we do things may be very different. How we perceive our world may be very different. But that's the joy of living in a diverse country, because we all manage to bring good things to this country. We all contribute in varying ways with varying measures of success, etc. But we all do, how can I put it? We all really add to the fabric that is the South African society that we know and we love. And I think if we were to break down, what does diversity mean and why should we embrace diversity? I think the important thing is it means that we must recognize everybody has the right to be who they want to be. So they are allowed to determine for themselves, and I'm going to put a caveat here, within the confines of our law, obviously, who they want to be. And I think we need to embrace that. The other point, and especially in the South African context, what diversity also means is that every grouping of people need to be free from domination of other people. So that's really a key essence of what we need to do. Be free of domination, which means that we cannot be dominated by one group or another. And it also means that we must not try to dominate another group. I think it's important that we always recognize that to be truly a diverse nation and to embrace diversity, we have to realize that South Africa belongs to everybody who lives in it. And I think that is a key factor that we so often forget. And finally, just to round up, I think for diversity to really work, every single one of us needs to embrace the differences in other people, Because once we do that, we actually see the similarities, and we see that we have the same goals, the same aspirations, generally, throughout this beautiful land. And what are those? Well, for me, and I'm talking personally now, I want to see a free and equal and just society. That's what I want to do. I want our society to belong to all of us and for it to be free, equal, and just. Have the most wonderful week, and I'll chat to you next week. And have a beautiful, beautiful day.